Hello, this is the second video in the series about using Photo Story 3 for Windows. In the previous video, we showed you how to begin your Photo Story project and how to import pictures and also edit them. In this video, we are going to talk about how to add a title to your pictures. The screen that we're on here says add a title to your pictures. It's actually the very next screen. If we click back one, here's the slide for importing and arranging your pictures, which we talked about in the last video. So if I click next, it takes me right to the add a title to your picture screen. Before we talk about that, I want to talk about saving your project. You should always save your project as you go through it, especially if you need to step away from your computer. You always want to save it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to start by clicking the Save Project button. Now when I click Save Project, I'm not saving it as a video yet. We're going to talk about how to export the Photo Story projects into videos, but for now we're going to save it as a Photo Story project. So if I click Save Project, I want to make sure that I save it inside the same folder that I'm using to keep my images in, which is on my desktop. And then I'm going to scroll down to select the images for Photo Story. And then I would like to name my file My First Story. So if it doesn't already say My First Story in the file name, please type that in. And then we're going to click Save. Now that saves it as a Photo Story project. So if I needed to step away and come back and work on it later, I could. But what I'm going to talk to you about now is how to add a title to your pictures on the screen. So I've got 3 pictures here. This picture is very busy. It's got a lot of icons, a lot of images. This picture also has a lot of words and pictures on it. I do have some black area on the sides that I could use for text, but neither of these 2 pictures are very conducive to adding text. But I'm going to select this middle picture because it does have a lot of white area. And this is a graphic about digital literacy. So I'm going to start by clicking in this box that says type text to add a title on the selected picture. So I'm going to click in that box and I'm going to delete that, and I'm going to type digital literacy graphic. And as you can see that it typed right on top of the picture. And I've got some settings here that I can use to change the location and other things. This says it's centered vertically. If I wanted to, I could click on this button to center it in the top, or I can go with the bottom. I think for this particular one, we're going to stay on the top. It's also centered horizontally, but I could click to left justify or right justify. But I think we're going to keep it in the middle. And then if I'd like to change the font size, style, color, any of that, I can click here on this button to select the font. So if I wanted to pick a different color, like maybe navy, to go with the blue in the image, I can choose I could choose any kind of font style if I wanted here. And I could choose maybe bold, and I could change the font size. I can click OK, and that's going to change the text on the screen. And that concludes our video for adding text to the images. Thank you very much for watching.